sixth.
Sixth?
Yes.
All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the 6th episode of the Chef Vaughn Show. I'm Brett Milletta. I'm here today with my partner, Darren Marion of Retail SEO. We have a special guest all the way up from Canada, Ray. How do I say your last name? Utila. And he's our Facebook expert. And we have the star of the show, who is Chef Vaughn.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah. All right. Great. Thanks. So, saw a chef in the gym yesterday pumping it out. I took a couple of pictures. So if you don't act right today, I think we're going to use them as what do you call it? I was going to say collateral. That's not the right word. What's that? What is that word?
Leverage. You're going to use that as leverage?
Okay. Blackmail.
Blackmail. That's what I meant. Blackmail. Yeah. So, hey, listen. So I was listening to Seth Godin, Unicorn. What the deal? So, we got another chef here today.
Yeah, he's a pit master, man.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right.
How you doing, sir?
All right. What's up, Chef Orel? All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. All right. So, what was I going to say? So I was listening to Seth Godin today while I was doing my cardio, and Seth Godin is a famous marketer. I don't know if anybody's heard of him, but he's fabulous, right?
Yeah,
he's fabulous. And he said something today that was really striking. And sometimes I get caught in it, and I'm sure you guys do. Darren, I know you do sometimes, right? And it said, did you ship any orders today? Meaning, did you make any sales? If not, did you connect with any people today? Or did you just fill boxes? Fill boxes is just sitting there doing busy work on the computer. Not to say that it's not important. Mm-hmm. But if you're not doing a broadcast or a social media blast, or if you're not connecting with people and you're not making a sale, then you really just hid. And you really just hid for that day. Because listen, it's real easy to sit in front of your computer and say, hey, everybody, I'm real busy today. I got to take everything and I got to put it in here. But if you're not connecting with people and you're not making sales, then you don't really have a business. Right? So you have to do one or the other. You have to do an optimal day is to do both. Put out a YouTube video and also make a sale. But you can't always make a sale every day. So at least put some material out there. You need to market every day.
Yes.
Don't get caught filling boxes, because there's nothing that you guys can't do that you can't have a virtual assistant do. We're entrepreneurs. We're not, we're not part of a team that we're just one sprocket, where we replace the sprocket. So for example, chef, if you have a sous chef, right? Mm-hmm. If that guy quits or girl quits, you could get somebody else, but there's only one of you, right? So you have to constantly market and you have to constantly get jobs.
Oh yeah.
Right. So anybody watching this, what's up, Big John? And so anybody watching this, I really want you to think about that. Are you spending your day doing tasks all day, or are you putting out content on social media, and are you connecting with clients, and are you selling? That should be done every single day. Don't fill boxes.
As before we actually connected, I made some spicy tofu on top of udon noodles and made a nice little presentation. And as we were like gathering together, I just quickly put it on social media real quick. And of course, by the time we get this means I'll look back and I'm pretty sure that I have a lot of, as of right now, notifications coming through right now.
Right.
So that's something I try to do every day. Whether it be through cooking or just hearing my voice or putting tips on social media. So I definitely can agree with that.
All right. Yeah, that's real important. That's real important in business.
Real quick, that Seth Godin did a thing called Startup School.
Right.
He did 12 podcasts. It was actually 14 podcasts, 14 different episodes broken up over 2 days. And I would recommend everyone should listen to that. And whenever I come up to like an issue where I don't know what to do, or I get confused, or I might have a question, I go back and there's usually one of those podcast episodes I can listen to that addresses the issue that I'm dealing with.
You see?
So, yeah, Startup School, man.
Yeah, that's good. How long is each episode?
7 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
so it's easy to digest and
that's something I'll binge watch.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good binge watch. We were just talking about binge watching and how people spend their time.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, so if you guys don't mind, I'd like to start first, if that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's watching. Where's this going out there? And it's going to what's up, Doug? It's going to
Facebook,
and
YouTube. So my personal Facebook, Retail, YouTube, Blurred Planet, and my Facebook account. So
okay, great. Yeah. At the end, please give me the file so I can put it on mine. I'm 1 week behind.
Okay.
All right. So where are we? Okay. So I'm going to share screens. Okay.
Pretty sure. There you go.
Yeah. Just let me know when you see my screen.
Okay.
Share audio, Darren?
Yeah. Click share audio. Yeah.
Okay. Your entire screen, application window, your entire screen.
For the tab.
Chrome tab.
Yeah, you like to share a tab.
Okay. I have to pick all the.
No, just pick one.
It's just one. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I've never used this. Okay, so let me know when you see my screen.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. We see it, man.
Okay, great. So anybody that's watching this, if you're trying to rank in the Google 3-pack, I'm using the area where Chef Vaughn is from and I'm from, called St. Petersburg, Florida. And you'll notice that on Google Maps, Google has a section outlined in red for St. Petersburg, Florida. You'll notice, just for this example, Kenneth City, Pinellas Park, I guess that's Leelman. Right. You'll notice that's outside of what Google considers as Pinellas Park. Right? But Sunken Gardens appears to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I say this, Chef? Chihuly Collection?
Chihuly Collection.
All right.
Yeah.
Gulfport is right on the border. So as we bring this up, we could see different neighborhoods and we could see different geo places like the Burt Smith and the Dolly Museum are all within St. Petersburg. I only say this not to give everybody a lesson in what's happening in St. Petersburg, but to show we're going to create pages that show relevancy in your town. So most people watching this video right now have a 10 or 12 page website or maybe a 200 page website where they have a blog of 190 pages and a 10-page website. Most people have that. What you need to do is you need to create geo-relevant pages. And let me explain. So in Florida, there's something called the Boyd Hill Nature Preserve. This is one of the geo pages that we do. A geo page is just a place here in Florida that's unique to this area. So for example, I wouldn't pick a Hilton hotel unless there was something specific about the Hilton Hotel in St. Petersburg. So we'll find a bunch of geolocation pages. We'll write an article of about 500 words. We will link to the next geolocation, which is Sawgrass Park, with a picture of Sawgrass Park, right? And a link back to the homepage. We will also create a Google map going from Sawgrass Park to Chef Vaughn's location. Even if you're hiding your GMB address, you want to do this. Mm-hmm. Is that clear, guys?
Yeah.
Did I say that clear?
So just to clarify, Brett, you're saying that on that let's say that Chihuly collection page,
right?
You're only really linking back to the home page and to one other of those location pages. Is that right?
I am linking to the next in the silo, which is the next one is the Sunken Gardens, and I'm linking to the homepage.
So not anything more than that.
That's it. Two links to the next article and back to the homepage.
Yep.
And then we're creating a map going from the destination, from the geo destination to Chef Vaughn's address.
Yep.
Okay. We don't add these pages in the navigation.
Yep.
Of the website. This is strictly for Google. The next type of page we create is called a suburb page. A suburb page is 500 words. Okay, it's a 500 word. Wait, it's not this one. Excuse me. I picked the wrong page. Okay, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Okay. The next one is a suburb page. Here's the suburb page. So the area is called Gandy, Florida. We use the keyword.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
Grab the URL and share it in that tab. Paste the URL in that tab with the map.
Right here, this?
Yeah.
And put it where?
And just paste it so we'll be able to see, because you're just sharing the tab. So we can only see the tab. We can't see the entire screen.
You can't see the screen?
We can see the screen. We can,
okay. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine, man.
Okay.
This is just it's an idiosyncrasy of StreamYard. So
yeah, okay.
When you share a tab, you just need to add the URL to that particular tab.
Okay. Well, Darren, now I'm a bit, and I'm sorry, guys, for people watching this. I don't know where do I paste it in?
Okay, the URL. So you see the map.
I have the URL.
Yeah, paste it on the same page where you see the map. Paste it right there.
Right here?
Uh-huh.
Right here? No. Oh, right here. Excuse me. Okay, gotcha.
No, he'll come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll come back, man. Anyway, so I think what he was going in was talking about. He was talking about sharing creating suburb pages, and the suburb page would have something or information about that particular suburb.
Mm-hmm.
And when you share that information about that suburb, okay, hey, Brett, I was just kind of filling in.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Okay. So, okay, do you see my screen now? No.
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't usually use StreamYard.
I've seen people like totally mess stuff up StreamYard, man.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
we got plenty of conversation to keep the crowd going.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, so this is the suburb page. So you didn't see before the maps page. All right, I explained it. Okay,
no, we saw the maps page.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what's called a suburb page. So there's an area in St. Petersburg called Gandy. We will find an unincorporated city in St. Petersburg. I have a little bit of feedback. Somebody doesn't have their headphones on?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you need to type in, for example, your city name unincorporated. And there's something called unincorporated cities. The reason why we create suburb pages is so in unincorporated cities is because you don't need a GMB to rank. So if you could find cities in your area that are unincorporated and you create a page for what you do, like Gandy, Florida, caterer, you could show up in the 3-pack without a GMB. Darren, you want to say that in a different way, just in case?
Yeah, sure. So let's say an example like a neighborhood. A neighborhood is a good unincorporated association or an unincorporated area. An incorporated area would be like a county or your city.
Big city,
formal city name.
Right.
So like, for example, like Indianapolis has Indianapolis, but then we have like Broad Ripple, which is an area in the city.
Right.
So, or you might have like the a food district or something like that in the city that you're in.
Right.
It's known for that particular area, but it's not large enough and it's not dense enough to be known as a city.
Correct.
So you would actually create a page for that particular area. So in Dallas, example, has an area called Deep Ellum. So you would call it, it's in Dallas, but Deep Ellum is like a cultural district.
Right.
So you say Deep Ellum Caterer, and it would actually, without creating a separate GMB listing for the
Deep Ellum
caterer, you would still show up and rank for Deep Ellum, a caterer in Deep Ellum.
Perfect. So for anybody watching this in the US, if you're trying to rank in your city, type in your city name, unincorporated areas. And you need to build pages just like this on your website. So your H1 tag is the area plus your GMB category. So he's under caterer. That's why we did caterer. I assume that if we typed in Gandhi and this was the most popular type picture, so that's the reason why we used it. The H2 are keywords and terms. So for example, these are all the terms that we're trying to find, that we're trying to get chef in the 3-pack for. Best food caterer in the county or nearby areas. This is all for Gandhi. So if somebody's in Gandhi and they're searching for a caterer and they type in best caterer, top rated food catering, highly reviewed, most experienced caterer, all a combination of these keywords. You don't have to keep saying caterer, catering. Google will take, for example, top rated and caterer, even though the second sentence says catering, and you'll be found in the Google 3-pack. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So by creating the H2 tag with the most popular key terms, if you do it for unincorporated areas, there's a good chance you'll be found in the Google 3-pack. Now the H3 is a bunch of keyword qualifiers. The H4, this is the H3 right here. These are the, we did the H3 as the keyword qualifiers. We did the H2, excuse me, as this is the H2, caterer, and then the H3 are these small bulleted points. And then we created an article. At the end of the article, we spoke about Gandhi, and then we linked back to the homepage, and we did a map from Gandhi back to Chef Vaughn's GMB location, to his address.
One thing I would change. One thing I would change is, you see where we have learn more here.
Yeah.
That link, instead
make
of
it branded.
Yeah, make it branded, or for the best vegetarian wedding caterer.
Right.
Here.
Okay. Well, it's still on our preview, so it's not complete yet, but I agree with you. That may have just stayed that way. So I agree. The next type of page that we do are called neighborhood pages. And these are really granular pages. So we went from geolocation pages to suburb pages to actually neighborhood pages. Okay. And I don't want to mess this up again. So I'll copy the link and then I have to put it in StreamYard, right?
No.
I don't have to?
No, put it on the tab that you see, the same page that we have lit, that you have.
Oh,
now.
Okay. Right here. Okay. All right. You see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this is called the neighborhood page. All right. So this is called Child's Park, St. Petersburg, Florida. So this is what we put as the H1 tag. Now, we try to pick, for neighborhood pages, we try to pick parks, schools, hospitals, government buildings, all within the St. Petersburg area. Like I said, none of these pages are seen on the website in the navigation. The only way you could see these pages is doing site, /, websitename.com. and you'll be able to see all the pages.
Okay.
But I'm going to do a lesson on this whole thing anyway. But I just want to show you what we did for Chef. So we spoke about Childs Park, St. Petersburg, Florida, and then we created a map that goes from Childs Park to the next location, which is called Shady Side. And then we spoke a little bit about Shady Side. We gave driving direction, like how you would go if you were a human being driving from Childs Park to Shady Side. See, here are the directions with the map. Then here are the directions with the map going to the next one. Here are the directions if you leave the toy pet campground and you go to this direction. And then eventually, the last one, it's going to go to, it's not finished yet. It needs to go, the last one ends up going back to Chef Vaughn.
Okay.
All right. So we're showing relevancy that all these neighborhoods, you get to one place, you go to the next place, like you're doing driving directions. You would do in your Waze or your Google Maps if you had a couple of stops. And then the last one, we're going to Chef Vaughn.
Now it's I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it later on, but it's a well-known landmark called Twin Brooks Golf Course, and that's pretty familiar with a lot of people around the area too. Okay,
is Twin Brooks in St. Petersburg?
Yes, I can actually see the golf course from my front door.
Okay. Skype, text that over to me, and I'll make sure that I include it.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. I hope that was, because it's second nature to me. It doesn't mean that people watching it. I just try to make sure that I explain it really good so people understand it. Ray, did that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, and right? I'm going to be working on this stuff. This is me learning, and I'm going to be doing this for my wife's business right away. Beautiful.
So you have your geo pages, which is like things to do pages.
Yeah.
You have your suburb pages, and then in unincorporated areas, and then you have your neighborhood pages, which is a really granular, 10 foot above the ground view of your area. Now make sure, once again, when you're picking locations, you're picking geo, suburb, neighborhood pages, you only do it within the red line of your area, what Google sees as St. Petersburg, Tampa, wherever you live. Don't go outside the area. You're wasting your time.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Make sense?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. With that being said, I guess I could just stop sharing. And Darren.
Okay. Yeah. Now the thing, I was filling up a lot of boxes and connecting today. So I made a lot of connections, man. A lot of boxes.
Okay.
So I can't log in to the chef's site to post articles. So yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. So
okay.
But I need to be able to get logged in and get them posted.
Okay. Did the password change or something?
Yeah, it must have, man.
Okay, because I did notice some things that I saw the other day that I don't see on the site right now, one of which being the final driving direction to Chef Vaughn. So I wonder if I'll find out what's going on. I'll get that done by tomorrow. Okay, but why don't you just speak a little bit about keywords and how you picked them and that type of stuff.
Again, what we did is just pick the. I can actually let me just break out one of the articles.
Okay.
And then I can show you how the article is going to be structured.
Perfect.
For SEO, and it'll make sense.
Okay.
See the screen?
Yep.
That's what happens. Somebody uses StreamYard all the time, and I failed miserably on StreamYard. So
yeah.
Okay. So this is again what we're doing is we're building a content cluster. So we have an article. We have the content or the main keyword is going to be vegetarian wedding caterer. And what we do is we create articles that are surrounding vegetarian wedding caterer or around wedding catering. And we point those articles. When I say point, we put we actually put a link. So right here would be vegetarian wedding caterer, for example. Comma. And what we would do is we'd actually would make this a hyperlink. And this hyperlink would go back to the vegetarian wedding caterer page.
Yeah.
So the keyword though for this page is how to choose a wedding caterer. So this what we do is we optimize the page for how to choose a wedding caterer, but we have a link for vegetarian wedding caterer in the page. Okay.
Which is going back to a page on your website.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's go back to the money page that we created for vegetarian wedding caterer.
Right.
So when Brett was saying H1, H2, H3, he was just kind of just short for heading. So in a Word document, I don't know if you guys can see up here in Word. A lot of times I'll write a page out. So SEO is a lot about writing and how we can say things, which is crazy because I never can say things well. But right here we have heading 1, heading 2, and so as an example, the next heading, so it's like an outline. Remember, Google is trying to answer an essay question. So we're optimizing for how to choose a wedding caterer. So what we'd like to do for this H2, the second heading, is we're going to say choosing a caterer. That's the H2. And then H3 is going to be if you caterer is unfamiliar. And that'd be an H3. So the reason why I'm choosing these particular words, one, we have caterer, because remember our keyword is how to choose a wedding caterer. We don't want to continue to repeat how to choose a wedding caterer several times again in the article. We're just going to weave that in maybe 2, maybe 3 times.
Right. It actually should be about 3%.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
3%, man.
Right.
So, but we're optimizing, we're optimizing for how to choose a wedding caterer. What's most important though, is that this page starts to get some sort of impressions for how to choose a wedding caterer. And what happens when this page gets impressions, it actually, like I said, powers the page up. It like gives a heartbeat back to the vegetarian wedding caterer page, which is right here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. That's all I got, man.
Okay. Great job.
Right on, man.
Great job. Great job. So we'll make sure I'll get in touch with Chris tomorrow. We'll get that problem straightened out.
Yeah.
Because we're on week 6. We got 6 more weeks with Chef, and the website got to be done at the end. The Facebook, keywords, all this stuff. We got to give them 100%. We didn't even get into YouTube yet.
Yeah.
We got to create a YouTube channel for him and get him going with that. So.
Oh yeah, we got a push. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do with him. So let's get past this website stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So with that being said, Big Ray.
Can't hear you, Big Ray.
Oh, sorry about that. So I had the opportunity to be on a call with Javon earlier today, and we did some more prep work. So we're kind of in this ready stat. So maybe Javon, you can share your page,
Okay,
or share your screen with those pages that we were working on.
all right.
And what we're talking about is connecting the website to Facebook, or connecting Facebook to the website. And, as we discussed, there's a number of different ways to do this. And there's all kinds of tutorials and YouTube videos on this. But what we decided to do is that the pixel is going to be generated on Facebook, and then Chris at Mindsaw is then going to install the Google Tag Manager on the website, and then that Facebook pixel is going to end up in the Google Tag Manager. I think it's going to be the first tag, and we're basically in the totally ready page here. So you can see here, Chef Vaughn, we went into the business manager on Facebook. So we did that, I guess, in the last video. and he created his business manager. And then what we did is in the data sources here, we have actually already created that pixel. And then we made sure that we basically archived it, and we emailed it to the people that that need to know it. So for instance, Chef Vaughn's got his copy of it, and then it's being sent to the web developer, always just in case.
Did Chris add this pixel already?
Well, we need to get the Google Tag Manager on first. So
Can you do that?
We did this earlier today, so I don't know where the progress is.
Okay.
But if you hit the Google Tag Manager, that tab up there, yeah, you can see also what we did is we created the code for the Google Tag Manager. So again, this is all as a result of this email address that you had Chef Vaughn create so many weeks ago. When you sign up for Gmail address, you as a business owner get access to all these different kinds of tools. So we're looking for that container, this Google Tag Manager, to be published on the website. Okay. And we do need it to come out of that preview mode. We do need it to be an independent standing website, because Facebook needs to verify the existence of the pixel on the site.
Right now it's on a beta site, so that's probably the issue.
Yeah, and with that beta site, Brett, it's kind of like a subdomain, like it's a site within a site, and we just need to have it standalone. Google wants it standalone. Facebook wants the pixel standalone. So we're ready to have that code go on the website when it's actually launched, and then that Facebook pixel, right where it says new tag in the Google Tag Manager account, that's where we would be dropping that Facebook pixel. And we did this morning. If Chef, you want to tap that there, or in your case, click it on your laptop. And then again, the tag configuration, we're just clicking on these things. It's a little bit tricky, but everyone's trying to make it easy. Google's trying to make this easy. So we click that, and this is where we also discussed all of the other tags. And I said, you know what, like I've got my opinions here. Google is going to give preference to their properties first. Right. So I said, I bet you Darren and Brett have opinions about what tags should be placed. So Google Analytics is, in my opinion, an absolute must. Right. But we're looking for the Facebook pixel. So Google actually makes it a little easier to implement the pixel rather than just sort of throwing it in the container. But you can see here, these are all, like, there are so many options. And these are things that, this could be a whole other video.
Right, sure. I think a lot of people.
So we've created that code for the Google Tag Manager. We've created the code for the pixel.
Okay.
We now need to marry them up on a live website.
I understand. Do you have? I don't mean to put you on the spot, Ray, but do you happen to have an example of it, of even of another client or something like that you could?
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm going to go through.
Yeah, I mean, just show us the not the whole tag manager, but just like how it looks.
Okay. Well, I can. We're realistically, like, we're looking in the 2 pages that Chef Vaughn basically created today. Right. That's what from the account view, that's what it looks like. And then what we do is we use extensions as marketers. Like, Brett, you've talked about all kinds of extensions in your videos, but we can actually put an extension, usually in the Chrome browser. So in this case, it's the Facebook Pixel Helper, and you add that extension to your Chrome browser, and then you can actually see when you're surfing around the internet, you can see which websites have a Facebook Pixel enabled.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And,
okay.
Yeah, and so for instance, I'm on StreamYard on this tab right now for this broadcast, and I know that StreamYard has 6 different Facebook event pixels happening right now. And that's not surprising. And then if you go particularly to some of the prominent digital marketers, you can actually see Facebook pixels into the double digits and sometimes even triple digits. But generally, most businesses, depending on what you're doing in your industry, at least 1 or 2, sort of pixels to understand. And we're just getting started with a website tag, website visit for Facebook. And then what's happening is Facebook and Google are then connected. And as I was sharing during our call earlier today, is then it really starts to get exciting because we can talk about creating audiences that Jovan can then be advertising to, and targeting people like, for instance, just vegans in his area.
Right. So how would Google and Facebook know that you're a vegan?
Oh, so again, what they're doing is they're looking at your behavior, both in any type of search and any type of web activity, particularly mobile. So again, they don't know 100% for certain that someone is a vegan, but what they're doing is they're taking a very good educated guess, and they're saying, we bet that this person is a vegan or certainly is attempting to lead a vegan lifestyle. It's a part of their diet.
They've done enough searches for that on there.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, because they will pick up on like someone's searches and what they're looking for over time, and then as me being a plant-based caterer or a plant-based cook, they probably would like shift me into that person that was searching day by day or hitting like those keywords like vegan caterer or plant-based caterer or something like that.
Yeah, it's really what these, both of the platforms, Facebook and Google, they're collecting hundreds and thousands of data points on their users. And while we can never really look at someone specifically because the data is anonymized, we get access as marketers. We get access to that data to help us hopefully advertise better and understand who our targets are and where they are and those sorts of things. And we started talking about that a little bit earlier today, and I could see Jovan getting a little bit excited about it because the potential is what you're doing is you're throwing out a net to make people aware of your business, and then with a specific ad, you could be advertising to, let's say, someone who is potentially getting married about a wedding. And what we've done is created that wedding page on the website, and then Google and Facebook both know that this person that's visited is possibly planning a wedding, and that information to a caterer and to a florist and to an event venue, like that's valuable information that if we think about as marketers, we didn't really have this, even 10, 11, 12 years ago. This is data that we dreamed about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think, Ray, because like I said, this isn't my expertise, which is the reason why you're on the show. I know Darren knows a bit about this. To anybody watching this show, I guess what we're trying to say is that you take this pixel, you put it on your website, and then when somebody goes on their Facebook page and they're looking for a vegan caterer, your ad will show up in this area.
Yeah, you have to do the work in the background to make sure that there is an ad ready to go. Right. And that's the next step. Like once the website's live, we get the Google Manager installed properly. We put that pixel in the Google Tag Manager. We verify everything's working. Right. Then we're ready to actually create some audiences and potentially start advertising. But like everything, we've got to check some boxes before we get to that point.
Yes.
Hey, Darren, maybe by next week we could have this site launched, right? I don't think we're that far away.
No problem. I don't see a
Yeah.
problem with it.
Because I'd like to get that going, and because I'd like Chef to be able. And the great thing about having this, this Facebook ad service is that you don't have to do any SEO. It takes a long time. It could take 60 days, 90 days to do SEO to get Chef, found in the search engines. However, we could create an ad with a small budget. Somebody goes on Facebook here in St. Petersburg and needs a vegan caterer for a wedding or some type of party. Chef already has a party plan for this Saturday because of that. He can start getting jobs. So that's really important. I think anybody watching this show, Ray, how would somebody get in touch with you if they were interested in this service?
So I'm at gunpowdermarketing.com.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, great. So anybody watching this show who is interested in Facebook marketing, please get in touch with my friend Ray over at gunpowdermarketing.com, and he'll be happy to set you up and help you out. That's great. That's great. Darren, you have anything that you want to plug?
Yeah, I want to plug Retail SEO, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We are the honey badgers of SEO. We're the small guy, man. The honey badger wants to eat. The honey badger's going to get something to eat now. So if we want to rank a keyword, we're going to rank that keyword.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And everybody that knows me, or anyone that knows me, knows that my specialty is really the Google 3-pack, which is the most clicked area on the Google page. So the reason why it's the most clicked area is because it's for local searches. So if you need a plumber, a lawyer, a chef, anything like that, any service like that, you're going to get a local service on your cell phone. It's just a tap to call. So you type in, wedding caterer, and you put it in your phone. You'll see 3 come up, tap to call, and it goes right there. Whereas you're not going to a Yelp page or a Thumbtack page and then going down another rabbit hole trying to find somebody else. It's just a 3. You click it. So everybody wants to be in that Google 3-pack, and that's my specialty. And we had said something earlier in one of the episodes. I think it was either episode 1 or 2, where we spoke about our goal is to get Chef Vaughn on the Food Network.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what we want to do. We want to be able to turn the TV on and see Chef Vaughn on the Food Network. If there's anybody out there that has a connection to the Food Network, please feel free to reach out to anyone here on the show. Chef, how would they get
this guy right here probably has a connection. So
Chef Young?
Chef Young, man, come on, hook us up, man.
Yeah, man. My sister really wants to see me on the Food Network.
That's our goal. That's our goal. So if listen, man, like if there's any way that we could get him on that show, that's what we want to do.
Yes.
So if anybody knows anybody that knows somebody, whatever we have to do, we got to fly him down. Whatever we have to do, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it, because this young man deserves a shot. He's a good man. He has a great personality. He's willing to help other people once he makes, even now he's willing to help people.
Oh yeah.
But that's the reason why we reached out to Chef Vaughn, because he has a giving heart and he's a good person, man. And
I got that glow, man.
Got that glow. He got that glow.
I see it, man. He's like,
right, he's glowing.
Got that glow. Can y'all believe that my room is completely dark right now and it's still shining?
See that? You see that? Hey, Chef, how would somebody get in touch with you if they knew somebody over at the Food Network or something like that? How would they get in touch with you?
Through Facebook, Chef Vaughn 360, Instagram, Chef Vaughn 360, and even also through Twitter. Actually, Twitter, my name is Vegan Vaughn on Twitter. So any three of those platforms, I'll be more than trust me, I will be right on it too.
Also, your email is chefvaughn360 at gmail.com, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so they could get in touch with you. They could get in touch with you there. So anybody watching this, either now or in the future, get in touch with Chef Vaughn. That would be great. That would be great if we could get him an interview over there, because that's really the goal. He deserves to be there, and we all want him there. All right? All right, good. So, fellas, with that being said, I got some beers to drink. It's Friday night.
Friday.
So we're gonna hang out.
Friday is vegan pizza night, man.
Is it for you?
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen. I have a recipe I'm going to send you for quinoa crust.
Okay.
Quinoa crust, healthy, less carbs, good in protein and everything that you need, bro. I'm telling you, man. And it is the best thing in the world. I'm telling you.
Need to send them my address.
I got you. Man, listen, I have 17 years worth of recipes, experiments, and everything that I've been trying so I could just share with the world.
Good stuff.
Man. You want to share it with the world, man.
Oh, yeah. Especially that Rasta pasta, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Man.
Okay, fellas. So until next week, Ray, if you're available next week, because we want to have the website up, if you're available next week, what time you guys want to go? So we'll say 11 a.m. at this time. If it changes, let us know a day before. Okay, anybody involved? If something comes up at 11 a.m., just let us know the day before, and we'll change the time. Okay.
And today was my fault, man.
Yeah. Listen, things happen. Don't worry about it. Things happen.
I can agree with you because getting these kids ready back for school and books and all this other stuff. I've actually started school the other day, and it's been a grind. It's been pretty much a grind too.
Yeah.
Actually, I may not be available next Friday. You like this time?
Yeah, I like this time, man.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm cool with this too. On Fridays, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, so I don't mind this time. I think it's good. Well, we'll talk in the middle of the week.
Okay.
We'll talk in the middle of the week. So, Ray, just one more time. Somebody wants to get in touch with you?
It's gunpowdermarketing.com. And just in closing, because I know, Brett, you almost do this with your videos all the time. You talk about the value of family and engaging with them, is that someone in my wife's industry, a really respected professional, was talking about, think about the number of professionals that you were interacting with this week, and think about how many of them are probably working from home on an internet connection that's shared with possibly a spouse and a child that is watching. One of them's watching Netflix. The other one is trying to do a Zoom call for school. They're dealing with buffering issues and sharing internet and the stress of working from home and homeschooling and all these things, and how valuable it might be to them to receive a text message from someone like us or someone who's watching saying, thank you for your hard work with what you did for me this week.
Yeah, that means a lot, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of encouragement means a lot, man.
It goes a long way.
Yeah, it sure does. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing that, Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Next week,
guys.
Sounds good.
cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy your weekend.
Darren.